right, shalom, shalom. All right, where the Hebrew Israelites are out here again to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, to speak about the upliftment of the Heavenly Father's chosen people, and the coming back of His Son, which is Yahweh Shai. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you. I came out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. All right, so the brother was just going into the French lesson dealing with the fact that the elect is going to be persecuted, and that's a fact. All right, the elect is going to be persecuted, but there's victory at the end, man. Okay, there's victory at the end of that. You see, when Paul was about to be led up to the slaughter, right? What did he say, man? Matter of fact, brother, get that, please. Go ahead, brother. What you got?
This is Acts 14 and verse 22, conforming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh.
Much tribulation, man. And you see Esau trying to put the squeeze down, right, with different mandates and whatnot. All right, but now they're lifting it, right? How dumb do these people feel, man? You know? Oh, I just read an article said that thing only affected the 5 to 11-year-olds by 12%. So you done risked your child's life for 12%, right? So anyways, at the end of the day, Esau is trying to come down. He's trying to come with that clamp down to establish what? This new world order. Get me Revelation, the 13th chapter, the 10th verse. Yeah,
I'm ready.
Got it, go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 10. 10, right?
Gone.
He that leadeth into captivity shall...
Start at 11.
Verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Well, that's Esau, right? He comes up with that humble approach. That means the enemy speaking sweetly with his lips. He comes just with that humble approach, man. You know, Bill Gates, he's all effeminate, right? He has his legs crossed, and you know he crosses his hands like this, right? Like he goes like this. He crosses his hands like this. You know, he's all effeminate and soft, but deep down he's a murderer. All right? You don't know how much blood is on his hands or on these Edomites' hands, man. Okay? You got that?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
And that's how Esau is, man. That's how he operates, man. All them tricks that happen to you Jakes, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, Esau came sweetly. He came like he was your friend, right? Give you blankets. Oh, in case you're cold, I got some blankets for you, right? What were in the blankets, man? Diseases. That's how Esau operates, man. What you got, bro?
This is Psalm 55 and verse 20. He hath put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
See, that's how the devil operates, man. Okay, with them smooth words, but what was in his heart? War. All right? You understand? That's how he operates, man. Go ahead, bro.
His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
That's right. Go ahead with that 13, huh?
Verse 12. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast.
Right, the first beast is what? The Roman Empire, man. This whole system is based after the Roman Empire, man. Right? I don't have to tell you how, right? You got Latin. When you grew up, you learned the Roman numerals, man. Okay? When you go to when you become a lawyer, you have to learn Latin to understand the law. Okay? The coeptus this, coeptus that, right? When you go to the medical field, it's the same thing, because it's all based upon that Roman Empire. You go to Washington, and these different parliament buildings, what? You have them damn the same structures as the Roman Empire. Looks like you're in ancient Rome, because that's that first beast. Go ahead, Art.
Whose deadly wound was healed.
Right, because he fell at a certain time. Right, and Jake came into power. Go ahead.
And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire to come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Right, dealing with his bombs and whatnot. Hiroshima and Nagasaki is one example. Go ahead.
And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do. in the sight of the beast,
Keep going.
saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Right. And that image is speaking about what? The system. Okay? So that's the system they're creating. All right? You see it all around you, man. Everything that they're doing is tied to that system. All right? That emergency act they just passed. Well, I just did a video today before I left dealing with the fact that there's one part that they kept in there, man, supposedly, right? Was the part where the banks still have power to stop freeze accounts, man. So that's still in there. All right? So that was all a setup, man. You see how these Edomites operate? We've been telling you, man. Okay? Go ahead, man. That was all a setup from the beginning. Go ahead.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Their right hand or in their foreheads, man. All right? Which is what? That's that charagma, man. All right? That's that charagma. All right? Go ahead, man.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Right, so you're not going to be able to buy or sell without that mark, that charagma. All right? This is where Esau's going with it. That's what it's all set up for. Right? Expect the crash to happen. Expect this economy to be completely brought down. Go ahead.
Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, threescore and six.
That's it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Keep reading it.
That's what.
Goes into verse 14.
Huh?
That's the end of 13.
Oh, Salaki, my fault. My fault. You got something, bro? You got something?
Revelation 20 and verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him in the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years shall be fulfilled.
Right, so what was his job? To deceive the nations. Every time he was loosed, he deceived the nations. Let's go.
And after that, he must be loosed a little season.
And we're in that little season right now. So the last deception and the main deception he's going to do is what? That mark. Okay? You see, we see the setup. Anyone who's watching sees the setup. Even these regular people, these regular Christians in the world, they see the setup. Okay? Edomites see the setup. Okay? So it's all centered to that mark, that chip. All right? And remember we told you, man. Remember we've been telling you for years, man. All right? Now it's here. Now it's right at the door. Okay? So don't be trying to get me seek ye the Lord while you may be found. All right? This Isaiah 55 and 6. All right? So don't be surprised when it comes, man. All right? Boy, that was it on that. Give me 14. Give me Revelations 14 and verse 9.
That's the book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 9.
Yep.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast or his image, and receive his mark in his forehead.
And the mark is what? The RFID chip. All right? The mark is the RFID chip. All right? What you're going to offer these people, man. All right? And the majority of them are going to take it. Even the ones saying they're not, because the Lord is not with them, man. They're not on the side of the Lord. They're not preaching the true gospel, man. Go ahead.
Or in his hand.
Hold on. Let this thing pass. Let this pass.
worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. Which
So
is
if anyone gets that mark, the Lord said what? They're going to drink of the wrath of the Most High. All right? You don't want to be on that side, but the majority of these people are going to be on that side, man. And they're going to be wondering why they're getting judged, man. Go ahead.
which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone.
That's that nuclear war, all right? And we've been telling you Russia and America is going to have a nuclear war. And now look, the tension, oh my God, tensions. No. First of all, it didn't start yet, all right? You're going to know when it starts. This is finna start, all right? But we know that the end goal of the main deception is what? That mark, all right? And a lot of you, the majority of these people are not ready because they don't have the wisdom and knowledge. Get me Isaiah 33:6, all right? You got something?
This is the book of 2nd
That was
Ezra,
it on that. That was it on that, right?
chapter
Is there more?
16.
Hold that. So I can go ahead, bro.
In the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Right, go ahead, bro.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols.
That's this government, man. They're gonna start grabbing up people, man, who's not compliant. All right? You see what I'm saying to you? Esau's about to show you that he's the devil, that he's the dragon that we've been telling you. You Jake's been preaching love for all this time. Esau ain't never showed no love. But now he's gonna show you what's really up. Okay? Go ahead.
And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach, and trodden underfoot.
And that, yeah, and if you consent, if you go ahead and take his mark, you're gonna be in worst case, man. All right? Although the elect is gonna be persecuted, you're gonna be completely proved. You're gonna be done. All right? Got something else? God.
For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that
So
fear.
Esau's gonna be like a madman. You see how them Russians are moving? Them Russians are killing people, showing off the dead bodies, playing puppets with the bodies. All right? You see? So they don't have no. But wait till they get to you. How much? If they think like that about their own people, because Ukrainians are basically Russians. All right? What the hell they're gonna do to you so-called Negroes when Esau starts to roll, and you Latinos, man, and you Native Americans? They're gonna go hard on you, man. All right? And you're gonna be wishing that you got with Yahweh Shemiel Shai, man.
That's right.
All right? All that scoffing, all that talking smack behind the back, those guys. But that's okay. You can do that. The scripture says, woe to them that laugh now, because they shall moan and weep. You see what I'm saying to you? And you will moan and weep. All right?
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 21 and verse 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, saying, a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
What does that mean? There's death that's prepared, man. All right? There's death being prepared for you, man. All right? The angels is prepared, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Shall we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree.
That's right. What you got, bro?
First Maccabee 1 and 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people,
Yep.
and everyone should leave his law, so all the heathens agreed according to the commandments of the king.
Yep.
Yet many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
Well, we're going through that again. All right? We're going through that same scenario again, where it's going to be like that 2.0, well, to say a 5.0. Because now Esau has technology. See, back then you might have been able to run into the woods, but Esau got that technology now, man. He got his drones, he got different things. All right? The Lord has given him that for that last kingdom. All right? But he's about to be taken out, man. And that's what's going to make it so great, because he really thinks that's going to save him. That ain't going to save him. The Lord, no matter how much technology you have, none of your technology can amount to the chariots, man. All right? You see what I'm saying? So Esau's going to be taken down one way or another. That's it on that. What you got? What you got, Machaya?
Khan, this is Isaiah. Isaiah 31 and verse 3, yeah, the water. In verse 3, now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horse is flesh and not spirit.
Beautiful. So they're trusting in Esau. Well, Esau's just a man. All right? A man who the Lord is using for his purpose. Get me that in Romans, the 9th chapter. Okay? Dealing with Pharaoh. Esau, he thinks he's running things, but the Lord has said everything that we're telling him he's going to do, he's doing. Showing you he can't control this. If not, why the Russians, why is there tension between Russia and America? They should be able to, you know what? We're going to go completely the opposite. Let's make a peace with Russia. Matter of fact, let's bring them a part of the peace. Let's make them a part of the peace system. All right? They can't do that. All right? Because the Lord has set it up where they're going to go against each other, man. Go ahead, man.
And their horse is flesh and not spirit.
Yep.
When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down. And they...
Oh, you got some stupid... I'll call them monkeys, man. All right? Really trying to go over there and fight with Ukraine. I seen a Jake from Britain say, oh, I'm going to go fight with you. I'm like, what the fuck do you care about that for, man? Them motherfuckers hate you niggas, man. What the fuck is wrong? See, our people need to get destroyed. You see, we get on Esau a lot, but Jake needs to get destroyed too, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you need to be... Esau needs to destroy you, man. Okay? You got problems, man. You got mental issues, man. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. See what I'm saying? When you kidnap someone long enough, they start to love that oppressor, man. Like, yo, it's the only thing I know. So you Jake's got problems, man. All right? You understand what I'm saying to you? What you got, bro?
This is Isaiah 65 and verse 11. But ye are they that forsook the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth.
The water, that's the spirit. Show you the spirit of the Lord. It's your body. Because I'm going to show you something. That's what I was thinking about when I saw it. I said, this nigga's preparing. He's joining the truth. He ain't just preparing the table. He's actually joining the truth. All right? And I seen a video with them Ukrainians. They're not letting them Africans leave. Them Africans are stranded here. Yeah. All right? Matter of fact, they're letting all the white people like oh, you're white. They're looking at that's the brown paper bag test. When I saw that, it reminded me of the 1800s, the early 1900s. So these Edomites have not changed, man. But you Jakes is trying to actually go fight. And they put the propaganda, the Russians are so racist. Wait a minute. The Ukrainians, they're not letting the Africans, they're not letting the black people on the trains. All right? And if there wasn't recorded, you would have never seen that.
Yeah.
They would have been like, oh no, they're good people. No, they're all the devil, man. All right? The Russian, the Ukrainian, the Polish, all right? The English, they're all the devil, right? Go ahead, man.
Come, that prepare a table for that truth, and that furbish the drink offering unto that number.
They're right. And you Jakes is trying to join his army. What the hell's wrong with you, man? Even in World War I, you had Jakes trying to die. We got to go and fight, get our stripes. And they were risking their life more than the so-called white man for their kingdom. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? This is why the Lord is going to destroy 2/3, man. This is why 2/3 are going to get ransacked, man. Get me Jeremiah 30:7. All right? There's a reason. The Lord ain't just going to destroy you for no reason because you're stupid. All right? You're wicked. Go ahead, man.
Verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
If you go to that World War III war, you're done anyway, man. You got an Eve crying. Oh, my God. I didn't sign up for this. What the fuck? Are you fucking stupid? I was cursing at the screen. Are you not signed up for war in the military? Tell me that. There's a reason I didn't sign. I knew that even in the world, before I knew anything about the truth. You know, if I saw it to the military, there's a chance I could go to war.
Yeah.
But I show you these women are careless and simple-minded, man. And they need guidance, man. But that's okay. Let her go. I hope she goes to the war. She's on the front lines, man. I hope she gets. I hope they put her right there in the front line with one gun by herself, man. Okay? With a damn pistol. Not even a pistol. You know?
Good.
Go ahead, man. Because you women are going to get to prove that you're so equal, man. Yeah. When war comes, well, hold on, wait a minute. The Russian, the Ukrainians, the men have to stay. The women can leave.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What's that about? Even if they don't have children, they can just leave. Where's all you feminists at, man? Why don't you feminists go protest that shit, man? Huh? Right? All the men have to stay. Why don't women have to stay to fight too? Show that you're so fucking equal, man. That's why this whole society is all bullshit, man. That's why the Lord's gonna destroy it, man. And set up a righteous society, man. This is an effeminate, weak society, man.
That's right.
Because you got an effeminate, weak people ruling, man. These Edomites, man. All right? Go ahead, man.
Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not
You
hear.
can only do that in the first world because that bullshit, man. Wait till this shit breaks down, man. Oh, man, you got some psycho killers ready to come out. The people they let out the jails. Whew. Yo, watch the movie Mindhunters, man. There's people who actually like that in the society right now that think like that. They're that bugged out with demons on them. So wait till they get, and they mainly attack women. They don't attack, they don't be attacking, you don't hear them, football players died, there's 18, no, they attack women, man. Okay? So you bitches better humble down, man. Coming to this new era, man. Go ahead, man.
When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and they choose that wherein I delighted not.
Woo! Let's go, bro.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 32, and verse 22.
Well, they know what they should have done. They should have got the so-called black woman because she's the strongest. You know, put her over strong and independent, right? Go to fucking fight in the goddamn Ukraine, bitch.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. Salakia, man. Salakia. Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech.
You know, they're careless, man. That's what I didn't say. You're so insensitive. Wait a minute. You're supposed to be a warrior. When you see a warrior, when the King David's mighty men, you're so insensitive. They were never like that, man. This is some new age weirdo shit, man. That's how supposed to be a warrior. And she cried about going to Ukraine. Yo, go fucking fight and shut the fuck up, man. All right? See, we're tired of this society, man. All right? The men of the Lord are tired of this society. They've always been tired of these wicked kingdoms, man. We're waiting for the righteousness to be established in this place. This place is all backwards, man. All right? Keep going, bro.
Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless woman.
Many days and years. So there's going to be a lot of struggle for you women coming up next, man. All right? And I might literally get something where you go to a doctor, you pull the number. Yeah, I literally might have to get that, man. What number? Nah, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. All right? Go ahead, man.
For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Yep.
Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Well, that's it, man. Why you have sackcloth on? Because you're gonna be in mourning, man. Matter of fact, let's get the infamous. What you got?
Jeremiah?
Well, let me get Isaiah 4 and 1, please. Real quick, hold that for a second. Let's get Isaiah 4 and 1, man. This is one of my favorites. Go ahead, man.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Yeah.
And
Hold on. Let's go a little further. All right, go ahead.
And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name.
So that's 7. 7 means completion. All right, we don't know how much. We'll see. All right. I'm telling you, man, we're not just accepting anybody. All right. There's going to be a different spirit on the men of the Lord in that day. All right. What you got, bro?
Son, this is Jeremiah 9 and verse 20. Yet hear the word of the Lord, O ye women, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughters wailing, and every one her neighbor lamentation. For death is come up into her windows, and is entered into her palaces, to cut off the children from without, and the young man from the streets.
Ooh, that's it, man. It's going to be a lot. Well, you got to teach your daughters lamentation, man. You got to teach them lamentation. Why? Because it's going to be a lot of death, a lot of sorrow, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? They're looking at the Ukraine, they're like, oh, no, that's bad for them. That's so sad. No, that ain't, first of all, that's coming to you. You better practice, man. You better look and you better practice.
Yeah.
All right? Because that's coming to you, man. Are we thinking that this first world country going to be like this forever, man? All right? Which, first of all, that's supposed to be a first world country. It's an Edomite country, too. All right? Go ahead, man.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13.
I don't want to hear nothing about the woman right now, though. Is that the woman? 13, you said? No, Salakia, my fault. Go ahead.
Verse 9.
Yeah, I'm done with the woman.
Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger.
Woo, it's coming cruel, man. Ain't gonna be no joke. It's not gonna be a joke in that time. All right? Everyone's gonna have to humble down. All that bravado and that false pride and arrogance, that's gonna have to go out the window. All right? Because you're gonna need someone to save you, whether it be supernatural or physical, man. But the physical ain't gonna stand unless it's backed by the supernatural. Go ahead.
It says,
You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
That's it, man. The sinners of the land are gonna be destroyed, man. Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 9 and verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
Yeah.
For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
Then what was the benefit? They get to go in the world, they get to do what they want to do. They don't got to think about the Heavenly Father, keeping His ways, keeping His commandments, right? They just do what they want to do. So that was the benefit to being part of this world. All right? While the men of the Lord were just, it was whack, it was boring, it was stressful, it was annoying. All right? Go ahead.
And they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not but despised it.
Yeah.
The same must know it after death by pain.
Yeah, so there's gonna have to be death by pain to these Israelites that don't want to get right, man. All right? That's according to the Bible. All right? The Lord is gonna send those angels, man. Remember what happened in Brazil? Right? That stone that got carved out? Yeah. And that fell upon the good ship Jesus. So you Jakes, you better wake up, man. What else you got, bro?
This is 2 Ezra 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
That's it, because you're pride, man. All right, it's like him. I keep getting Mahayek had that intimidating note. Look at that intimidation, man. Go ahead, huh? You know what I mean? Okay, I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got that intimidation. Yeah. So why don't you go ahead, Shaquan, read that. Go ahead, Shaquan. You gotta get up for that intimidation out there. Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Yeah.
And the scorners delight in their scorning.
Right, our people are simple. We've been telling you what's getting ready to happen. And everything we're telling you has been coming to pass, man. And you're still walking and lollygagging like, oh, it's going to get back to normal. It ain't getting back to normal. There's no normal. This is Esau trying to set up his last hoorah, man, to set up his kingdom. And it's going to be destroyed. All right? Go ahead.
And fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
How is he making known his words? Through his prophets, man. Through us. We're out here prophesying, telling you what's going to happen, man. All right? Go ahead. Oh, keep going. Keep
Come
going.
on, verse 24. Because I have called and you refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof.
Yeah.
I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Yeah, the Lord is gonna mock you when your fear cometh, man. All right, and we're gonna mock you too, because we've been telling you, man. You've been scoffing, you've been talking against us, you've been ignoring, waving your hand. Well, what happened with Noah? Noah, they were mocking, waving their hand. Get me that in Luke 17, man. And then what happened, man? They started to feel them raindrops. They started, oh shit, what's that? What's that? You know what I'm saying? First, they might have thought someone spit on them. But then after that, they realized it was rain, man. And then you know what? The Lord himself shut the ark, man. It wasn't Noah. Noah didn't shut the Lord himself shut the ark, man. Okay? Because he knew maybe Noah might have had some compassion on them or whatnot, man. He said, no, ain't no compassion for these people. All right? Because they're wicked. Go ahead.
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
Yep.
When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me.
That's when they're going to seek the Lord. They're going to seek the Lord when they're in trouble. When things get real bad, when you start seeing dead bodies on the streets, which is going to come, all right? Canada, America, whatever these first world countries, they're gonna see that stuff, man. All right, it's gonna get bad like that, okay? Because it's prophecy. All right, and when they see that, they're gonna say, "Oh, what was that name you were telling us?" And we're gonna tell them to kick rocks. Intimidation. Go ahead.
But I will not answer. They shall seek me early,
Yep.
but they shall not find
They're
me.
not gonna find him in that time, man. That's why it says, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found," man. Speaking to you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the scattered speckled bird that's scattered amongst these other nations, man. All right? That may look like those other nations. If you understand what we're saying, you better get right. Okay? Because the Lord is coming with great destruction, man. And great hell, great death upon the earth, man. Oh, in Revelation 12:12 it says, "Woe to them that dwell upon the earth." That means that the angels are happy to be up in the heavens now. When they see that, oh, thank goodness to Wadi al-Shad for making me a spiritual angel. All right? Because they're going to see what's going on in the earth, man. What else you got, bro? That's it? Go ahead, Ad.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 21, and verse 33. Here another parable. There was a certain householder
That's what I wanted. Yep.
which planted a vineyard
Yep.
and hedged it round about and digged a winepress in it and built a tower.
Gotta watch them jakes on the sideline, bro. Go ahead. It's like my fault. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and built a tower and let it out to husbandmen and went into a far country. And when the time of the fruit drew near, he sent his servants to the husbandmen that they might receive the fruits of it. And the husbandman took his servants and beat one, and killed another, and stoned another. Again, he sent others.
So who does the servants represent? It represents his prophets, man. Okay? What did he do? He beat, they killed their prophets. Oh, Jerusalem thou who killest the prophets? Right? That's what they were into, man. All right? Because what? They were rebuking. They hated him that rebuking in the gate. Right? The ones that rebuke in the gate, that's who they hate. All right? The ones that tell him it's all good, they give him cake. That was just something I just made up. Go ahead, man.
It says, and the husband took his servants and beat one, and killed another, and stoned another.
Yeah.
Again, he sent other servants, more than the first, and they did unto them likewise. But last of all,
Shalom. Go ahead.
but last of all,
He's smiling, bro. He's, hey. Shalom. Go ahead, man. Hey, bro. You gotta watch them Israelites. You gotta watch them Israelites on the sidelines, bro. I tell you them sidelines. I didn't look at it. Every time I see an Israelite on the sideline, I watch them, bro. You don't know what, you know? You don't know what's what he's waving. He knows what Shalom means. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
That was a prop, bro.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, bro. That's a danger, bro. That's yo.
again, he sent other servants, more than the first, and they did unto them likewise.
Get in the spirit.
But last of all, he sent unto them his son, saying, they will reverence my son.
Right, sending who? Yahweh Shai. Right? Did they reference Yahweh Shai? The Lord? No, they didn't, man. What did they do? Let's go read that.
But when the husbandmen saw the son, they said among themselves, this is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and let us seize on his inheritance.
Yeah.
And they caught him, and cast him out of the vineyard, and slew him. When the Lord therefore of the vineyard cometh, what will he do unto those husbands?
Right, so these people are not getting down with the truth, right? The Israelites specifically, right? They're really part of that, okay? That was against Yahweh Shai, all right? So they're gonna have to be judged, man, harshly. Okay, it's not gonna be no joke, all right? It's not gonna be no joke. Go ahead.
St. Matthew 23 and 34. Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them ye shall kill and crucify, and some of them shall ye scourge in your synagogues and persecute them from city to city,
Yep.
that upon you may come all the righteous blood shed upon the earth, from the blood of the righteous Abel unto the blood of Zacharias.
Yeah, because there's many prophets they slew, many prophets they killed, man, right? Because they were telling them the truth. Oh, Paul said, I might become your enemy.
yeah.
Get that, please. All right? You see? Because that's the one thing they want. Oh, talk about the smooth thing. Go ahead.
Son of Barachias, whom ye slew between the temple and the altar.
Yep.
Verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation.
Yeah.
Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem.
And this generation is back. Those people are back, and they got to see Yahushua.
That's right.
All right. And guess what? There's gonna be people that are raised from the dead, right? Just to be judged, man.
That's right.
All right. People that are raised by the dead just to feel the nuclear missiles, man.
That's right.
All right. Listen, bro. When the Lord died, that's what happened, man. People were risen, man. All right. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets and stonest them which are sent unto thee, how often shall I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathers the chickens under her wings, and you would not.
Right, and he used the word. That's why the Lord said, what more could I have done to this vineyard, right? He built up the vineyard, he gave it this and that. What more could I have done? Right? Salaki, go and read that.
Isaiah 30:9.
Yep.
This is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord,
Yep.
which say to the seer, see not.
So who's the seer? The prophet. That's what they used to call them in the ancient world. They used to call them seers. Go ahead.
And to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things.
So they want to hear smooth things. They don't want to hear the right thing. They don't want to tell them the right thing. The right things most of the time is to rebuke you because you're going off. All right? Especially if you're in the world, you don't know right from wrong yet. You got to be rebuked. But they don't want to hear that. They want to hear slow. Everything's going to be all right. Just go, go to, here's some pork shops in the back. All right? You do whichever you want. You go to the club, commit adultery, be a slut, be whatever, and then come back to the church. No, man. That's them false prophets, man. The true man of the Lord is going to tell you the real deal. Even when the Lord would heal somebody or whatever, or forgive them or something, he said sin no more. He didn't say go and do what you want to do. He said sin no more. Lest something worse come upon you, man. It's that simple. Go ahead.
And prophesy deceit.
Right, deceit. They want to hear deceit. Go ahead.
That's it on that.
Oh, therefore they are waxing rich. Go ahead, read what you have though. Read what you have real quick. I got you, brothers. Go ahead. Okay, you gotta read that real quick first, please.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5 and verse 28. Verse 27. Jeremiah 5 and 27. As the cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxen rich.
Yeah, that's speaking about those false pastors and preachers, man. All right? When they preach lies, they get money. That's why they got the mega churches, man. 501c3s. What's a 501c3? That's a deal with the government, man. And you have to do according to their curriculum. All right? And the scriptures speak about how a gift destroys the heart. And it also perverts judgment. All right? You know where that is in Proverbs? Right? Where it speaks about the gift perverts judgment. That's a bribe, man. When you take a bribe, if you go to a judge, say, okay, I got 50,000 for you, in the back end, he might give you a light sentence. But that's what this whole society is about. It's about bribery, man. It's not about righteousness. Okay? That's why you have something called a lobbyist. If this was a righteous society, that would not be allowed to exist. But of course it can exist because Esau is the man of sin. All right? He's all about wickedness. All right? Go ahead.
It says here, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5 and verse 26.
Yep.
For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait. I see that set of snares. They set a trap. They catch men.
Well, right. With their doctrine. Okay? You didn't find that in Proverbs?
It's right here, I got it.
You got everybody to read that, brother.
It's in Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 7.
Okay, go ahead. Wherever you got it.
Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Right. The gift meaning what? Like a bribe. Okay? You see? So these people have been taking, if you have the right money, you could get out of a situation, man. You see? Because it's all about a gift. It's all about the tabernacles. Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, and verse 23. A wicked man taketh a gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgment.
That's what I want. They take a gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgment, meaning he's getting a bribe. Okay? You see? So he might supposed to be getting this sentence, but you know what? I got something for you. All right? And then he kind of, he shifts his mind. But this society is so corrupt, it's not even funny, man. But then Esau's trying to tell you got to trust these people. Right? Go ahead, man.
This is Jeremiah 23 and verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, power of Israel
And the
against
Lord is going to destroy all you false prophets, you false teachers and pastors, man. Okay, you so-called Christians and whatnot, man. Go ahead.
Therefore, thus said the power of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Lord.
Right. He's going to visit you, man. Meaning what? He's going to bring judgment upon you, man. All right? He's not coming. Listen, man. The Lord is not playing in these last days, man. Everything that's being set up right now, you see in front of you, is being set up for ultimate judgment. Okay? A domino effect, man. And these people are going to get it, man. And they're not going to be able to call on their false gods and none of that. They're going to be destroyed, man. You see? What you got, bro?
Sirach 5 and 2. Follow not thy own mind and thy strength to walk in the way of thy heart. And say not, who shall control me for my words? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
Say not, I have sinned, and what harm had happened unto me. For the Lord is long suffering, he will in no wise let thee go. Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin. And say not, his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security.
So good. Hold that. Read that.
This is Jeremiah 2, in verse 26.
Yeah.
As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed. They, their kings, and their princes, and their...
Well, Esau is also a thief that's being found. I just want to put that out there because he's ashamed. When you bring out he's ashamed of it, so he wants to basically persecute you for the truth. That's why he got the YouTube, the censor and everything. All right. Oh, the thumbs down. You can't see the thumbs down now. Why is that? You always had the option to take off the thumbs down and thumbs up, but Esau doesn't want you to see what the people really believe. Okay, he's a damn fugitive, man. All these Esau should have. See, Jake is talking about stopping the system from the inside. The whole system is corrupt from the inside to the outside, man. You have to get these people out of power. Esau has to be taken out, all right? And the nation of Israel has to be, the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans under Yahushua has to be set up, man. That's the only way for righteousness to flourish on the earth.
That's right.
Okay? And you Jakes are become wicked like him, man. All right? Go ahead.
They, their kings, and their princes, and their priests, and their prophets, saying to a stock, thou art my father, and to a stone, thou hast brought me forth. For they have turned their back unto me and their face, but in the time of their trouble they will say, arise and save us.
Yeah.
But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise, if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble. Or, for according to the number of thy cities are thy gods, or Judah.
Right, well, anyways, Israel's all into all type of false philosophies, you know, Muslim, Buddhist, or whatever the hell they're into, man. Atheists, right? That's all false philosophies, man. Okay? That wine, those strange women, all right? And the Lord's gonna visit them for that. What you got, Shaquat? Nothing? What?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 14. A gift in secret pacifieth anger, and a reward in the bosom strong wrath.
Ooh, well, a gift in street secret pacifieth anger. Get me a person make it the wise man mad. That's why you got all them so-called black leaders, man. All right, that's they're not angry about this condition of society because they got a bribe, they got a little money. All right, a little crumbs off the table, so they're not speaking about the wickedness going on, man, the oppression and whatnot. All right. They're always singing the same, we gotta love everything. Everything's about love. But these devils ain't never showed you no love, man. Right? Esau ain't never showed you no love. Okay? Even in the Ukraine now, right? They're not letting the black people get on the trains. Well, that should remind you of the 1900s, the 1800s, man. You Jakes thought it was all good. All right? But now you got some Jake trying to go over there to fight with the Ukraine. Don't you see them niggas don't like them devils don't like you, man? What's wrong with you, man? Go ahead, man.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 3 and verse 1. And I said, hear I pray you, O heads of Jacob, and ye princes of the house of Israel. Is it not for you to
beat it up or what?
Is it not for you to know judgment? Who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skin from off them, and the flesh
Right.
from off their bones?
And this is what you false teachers do, man. All right, you pluck off the skin and the flesh, meaning you don't teach our people who they are. You don't tell them that they're Israelites in those churches, man. You don't tell them, wait a minute, the people who went through the Gulf of Suez with Moses was us. You don't tell them that, man. You tell them you're black, you're African. That's all false proverbs and bywords. That's not our true nationality, man. Those don't exist. All right? Why are the people in the land, the state of Israel, why are they the only ones who have a biblical nationality, man? What about everyone else? What about the 18 nations? You see? So that's all falsehood. That's all deceit, man. Okay? We are the children of Israel, man. And we're coming back to our heritage, man. You see? Give me Ezekiel 37, huh? There's more than that. Go
Verse 3. Who also eat the flesh of my people and flay their skin from off them.
Yeah.
And they break their bones and chop them in pieces, as for the pot and as flesh within the cauldron.
Yeah. All right. Let's get Ezekiel 37 and 10. What you got, bro?
This is Isaiah 44 and verse 3. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and flood upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed.
Revelation
I will
11.
pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thy offspring.
And this is an example of his spirit being poured upon the seed of Jacob, man. All right, because we're the sons of God, Yasher Allah, man. All right. Why do you think we got so much talent, man? It ain't from accident. It's from the Heavenly Father, man. From Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. That's right. Go ahead, man.
And they shall spring up among the grass as willows by the watercourse. One shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob. And another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord, and surname himself by the name of Israel.
Well, that's what we're doing now. We're surnaming ourselves by the name of Israel. And that doesn't mean to go change your last name to Ben Israel, like IUIC makes their congregation. You gotta do all that nonsense, man. Because that's easy for Esau. You know what? Anyone who has Ben Israel, get them. Look at all they gotta do is pull up the phone logs. Ben Israel, Ben Israel, Ben Israel, Jack Ben Israel, Jerome Ben Israel. Right? You see what I'm saying to you? So you're making it easy for Esau. Esau's like, oh, well, thank you. Okay? Go ahead.
That was it.
That's it? Go ahead, brother.
Ezekiel 37 and 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came unto them, and they lived, and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
Who's that? The Israelites. Because they were in a dead state before. Go ahead. Now we're being risen up, and we have life in us. Go ahead.
Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord, power. Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves.
And the grave is us in that dead state. Go ahead.
And bring you into a land, and bring you up into the land of Israel.
Right. And bring you into the land of Israel, man. So the Lord is gonna do that himself. You're gonna know it's the Lord. You're not gonna have to ask. It's not gonna be somebody writes a declaration and then you take a vote. No, it's gonna be the Lord who's gonna bring us in there, man. Okay? So that shows you they're not the people, man. Okay? Or speaking of the devil, man. Go ahead, man. Keep going, bro. Please.
And ye shall know that I, the Lord, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves.
Yep, and that's what's happening now. Go ahead, read Revelation 11 and 8.
Come on, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
That's speaking of America, okay? The dead bodies represent a dead state, all right? It's spiritual. Go ahead.
Where also our Lord was crucified. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues, and the nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
That was the time when they came over here, okay? That was that 3 days and a half, all right? because we didn't know who we were. Give me Jeremiah 17 and 4. Give me Jeremiah 17 and 4, Baruch Hu. All right? Keep going.
Khan. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them,
Yep.
and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another.
Right, because all these other nations are our enemies, man. So they what happened? They were happy at that. You see what I'm saying? When you read Ezekiel the 83rd chapter, it tells you that, man. All these other nations are our enemies, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth.
Right. Speaking of the southern and the northern kingdom, man. From Judah all the way to Issachar, man. Okay? Oh, what you got, bro?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Yeah.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Yeah. Meaning what? We would lose our nationality, lose who we were. Start calling ourselves by proverbs and bywords. Black. African. Yo, Esau loves when you call yourself black. There's no such thing as a black people. There's no such thing as black people or white people. That doesn't exist. That was made up in 1681. All right? First of all, they're not white. Okay? You look at their skin, they're red. All right? Pinkish, reddish color, man. All right? The snow is white. Are they the same color as the snow? No, they're not. Okay? They use that as a means of psychological warfare, man. All right? When you think of white, it means what? Purity, innocent, everything opposite of the so-called white people, man. Let's just be frank. Okay? And black, we're not black. You see what I'm saying? But we're brown. We're different shades of brown, from a light brown to a dark brown. Okay? It's called melanin, man. You see? So that was all made up in what? 1681. The main reason they were doing that is because a lot of them white women was getting with so-called black men. So they said, nah, we got to make a separation. So they took away the rights of the so-called black men. Go look it up, man. It started in Virginia, man. All right? Go ahead.
It says, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Right. Kindle a fire in who? The Lord's anger, man. Because the Lord is angry with our people, man. You see? That's why what happened. But he's taking us out of that state and about to put us on top of our enemies. Get me Deuteronomy 30 and 7.
This is the book of Baruch.
Hold on. Give me Deuteronomy 30 and 7
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7, and it reads, and the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
Woo, upon thine enemies. So all the curses that were upon us is going to go upon these other nations, upon our enemies. All right? Go ahead.
And on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Yeah, and then they hate us, man. So that's going to be a beautiful time. And we're not going to be nice to these other nations, man. Don't think we're going to, in general, we're not going to be nice to these other nations. Okay? We're going to go hard on them. You see what I'm saying? Especially the Edomites. Okay? You so-called white people. You're going to get it the worst. Okay? What you got, bro? Oh, so I can read what you wanted, brother.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 61 and verse 6. But ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. Man shall call you the ministers of our power.
Yep.
Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves.
Listen, man, we're going to take all them riches, man. All them riches are coming to us. Right? You see Esau has all this gold stirred up. They're coming to us. We're finna be the top people on the earth, the top men on the planet Earth, man. All right? That's prophecy, man. And it's not it's all in the Bible. It's all throughout the Bible, Old and New Testament. Okay? And there's nothing they could do about that. You see what I'm saying to you? They could get mad, they could cry, but the scripture says, "Why does the heathen rage?" Go and read that, brother. And get me Revelations 2 as well.
Yeah,
Revelations.
I'm there.
You there already?
Yeah.
Okay, read that for the heathen rage.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2,
Yes, sir.
and verse 1. Why do the heathen rage?
Yep.
And the people imagine a vain thing.
Right, they think they're gonna be the next rulers or whatnot. You ain't gonna be no next rulers. We're the next rulers, the Israelites, man, the sons of God.
That's right.
Under the Lord Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
All right, and they're just gonna have to get down with the program. Get down with the get down. All right, get down or lay down, man. Blood in or blood out. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 2, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh.
The Lord is laughing at you, Edomites. He's laughing. He's looking at Elon Musk. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna shoot him. We're gonna send a nuclear missile to the moon. The Lord is laughing at this guy, saying, "You wicked, evil, proud, prideful Edomite, man." Okay. Oh, by the way, the Most High is racist. By the way, I don't know if you know that. Okay, so he's probably sending some racial slurs at you Edomites right now. Okay. You understand? Go ahead.
The Lord shall have them in derision.
Yeah.
Then shall they speak unto Salakia. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure.
And his sore displeasure. Go ahead.
Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. The Lord has said unto me, Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee.
Right, that's going into Yahweh Shai. Keep going. That's okay for that. Go ahead.
Revelation 2 and verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Well, to him will I give power over the nations, man. All right? You see what I'm saying? They were, at the end of the day, these nations going to have to bow down. They ain't going to have no choice. You see? They're not going to have no choice. Right now, they might be able to, do what they want to do, but eventually they're not going to. It's a cat. Go ahead.
God. Verse 27. And he shall rule them with the rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers,
Well, you see the
even
dog,
as
right?
I received
So they gotta
of
be
my
a cat.
father.
So like, go ahead. So like, you see the dog, they have to be cat even too, right? Go ahead.
Verse 27. And he shall rule them with the rod of iron.
Right, which means we're going to be harsh. We're going to be strict, man. All right? We're talking about a dictatorship. Oh, you're gonna learn. But really, it's only going to take a couple times, man. All right? When you realize, when you start seeing thunders, we can actually use the lightning as strategic strikes. Say, okay, you know what? I don't think it's too smart, And we might put it in their mind. We might actually control the area, put it in their mind to start a rebellion. Start a rebellion. You go against it. You stand there just waiting. You know what I mean? And before they get started, they get done. Go ahead.
As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers,
Yeah.
even as I received of my father.
That's it.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, bye.
Job 20 and 15. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them he shall vomit them up again.
Yes, sir.
The
He swallowed down them riches, man. All them gold and the land and everything he has. He's going to have to vomit that up. He's going to have to come up off of that, man. Jake says in LA, break yourself, embrace yourself, right? Yeah, he's going to have to come up off of that, man. All right? When we got them spiritual powers, Esau can't do nothing, man. All right? Go ahead.
The Most High shall cast them out of his belly.
The Most High go ahead, I'll give you. Go ahead. I had to. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 13 and verse 22. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children,
Yeah.
and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just.
That's it. Their wealth is coming to us, man. All right? Esau's finna go into slavery. What's he gonna need the wealth for, man? He's gonna be beating these Edomites to a pulp, man. That's called retribution, man. All right? Oh, get me Isaiah 14. Okay? Get me to prove it in the Bible. Get me to prove it. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 11 and verse 8.
Yeah.
The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead.
Right here, basically, it's gonna be a switcheroo. Okay? It's gonna be a switcheroo. All right? We're gonna switch it around. Okay? Or the Lord is gonna switch it around. Go ahead, I'll read that real quick.
This is the book of
14,
Isaiah.
verse 2.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
So that's in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to actually possess them for servants and handmaids, right? These Edomites, these so-called white people, these other nations, all right? Especially them, because they didn't put the most hell on us, man. Go ahead.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Wait a minute. There's captivity in the kingdom? Someone's going to take someone captive in the kingdom? Yes, we're going to take them captive, all right? And don't worry, man. You know, our women right now, they're in trouble. Right now, they're gonna have to get spanked by the Lord, man. But don't worry, man. All right, in the kingdom, they're gonna be good. They're gonna have servants. They're gonna have the longest hair. They're gonna be the baddest, the finest women. Okay, they're gonna have spiritual bodies too.
Yeah.
They won't be able to do what we do. They'll have spiritual bodies. Okay, they're gonna be living good. They're gonna be in palaces. All right? They're going to have many children, and they're not going to have birth pains, by the way. That's done. That's going to be a thing of the past. It's going to pop them up like puppies, man. And it's going to be a beautiful time. They're not going to have these demons. The main thing, their problem is demons. They got demons on them. So even if you give them everything, they can't, they still ain't happy. It's the demons that's affecting them. So soon, it'll be good. Okay? What you got, bro?
Deuteronomy 28:13, and the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail,
Yeah.
and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath.
Well, we're going to be above. What does it mean to be above? Does that mean equal? No, it means above. So we're going to be over these other nations. See? See, like Esau's the head right now, well, he's about to be the tail. Because he's not meant to be in that position. Brother can get me that, man. See the error? Go ahead.
If thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy power, which commanded thee this day
The
to
Edomite
observe,
woman is tired of you, by the way. Go ahead.
commanded thee this day to observe and to do them.
He went with these played out, He had his time. She's, you see your Jay coming up. She's just kind of happy at the same time, Huh? Bring it out.
That's it.
Out of one. Salaki, you got it?
Ecclesiastes.
Yo, you gotta bring that intimidation on. You gotta let it. That's why I'm just in the spirit, And it's, so I'm just like, oh shit, I got it. I have to call him. I ain't got no choice. I don't have no, brother, they could be the corner. I feel like the gun is on you or something, brother. All right? Just quiet just there, humble, You don't got no script. You don't got no script. Hey, go ahead. You get it how you live, You gotta get up in there, bro. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler.
Ooh, an error. Okay, go ahead.
Folly is set in great dignity,
Yep.
and the rich sit in low place.
Yep. The rich is who? Us, the Israelites. Go ahead.
I have seen servants upon horses.
Right? The servants are you Edomites. Right? The Rothschilds, who were really the head family on the earth right now, pretty much one of them. All right? Their original last name is Bauer, which means peasant, man. Okay, so that's the spirit of Esau. So they just changed their last name to Rothschild. Their real name really means peasant, man. Because they're really peasants that are in a position of rulership, man. Let's just call it what it is, man. Go ahead.
I have seen servants upon horses,
Yes, sir.
and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
And that's us, man. We're the princes walking as servants upon the earth. All right? But soon we're going to be put back in our rightful stead. Okay? Oh, the angels lost their first estate. All right? We're going to be put back in our rightful stead, man. Go ahead, all right?
This is Habakkuk 1 and verse 4. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. The wicked doth compass the righteous,
Yep.
therefore wrong judgment proceeded.
That's why this whole earth is ruled in corruption. Okay? Because the wicked is ruling. All right? The wicked, which is actually a race of people. All right? I don't know if they told you, but it's a race of people. Okay? Known as the wicked. All right? And the race of people known as the righteous is the Israelites. It's us. Okay? Go ahead.
This is Psalms 82 and verse 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
Right.
But ye shall die like men.
Yeah, well, that's why we're supposed to carry ourselves better than these people of the world, man. You're supposed to carry yourself like no damn peasant or loser, man. Okay, you're supposed to carry yourself like a royal people, man. All right. Scripture said, what? We are gods. We're gonna get back into that stead, man. We gotta practice. It says to rehearse the righteous acts, man. Okay. You just be walking around the street, acting like some nigga, man. You act like what you are, man. An Israelite, man. Yasharala, he's a prince of the power, man. All right. You see? Go to a restaurant, they should see that. They should see something different about you, man. Okay? Than any person on the earth, man. Okay? Go ahead, huh?
But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes.
Yeah, but we're dying like men. See, in the kingdom, we're not really gonna be men. We're really gonna be God's lowercase g. Right? When we pull up, they're gonna bow down. See what Esau wants? Esau wants that. Right? Haman wanted that. Haman didn't get that. All right? Haman didn't get that. So this is why Esau's going to be even more mad, because this is what he wanted. He wanted to just go to other nations. Oh God, the great Edomite. Yo. You know? That's what he wanted, but he's not going to get that. You see what I'm saying to you? Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 10:4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Right, one that is profitable, which is the Israelites, man. Starting with Yahushua. Okay? He's going to bring the earth back into its rightful order. Because even when we come down on the earth, it's going to be all messed up after the nuclear fire, right? Oh, pollution. The water's going to be polluted. Scriptures speak about how they're going to drink it and be poisoned and die from it. All right? Yeah, because the water's going to be full of, it says wormwood, right? It means it's going to be polluted because of that nuclear fire. Nuclear waste, nuclear whatever. All right? So the earth is going to have to be, it's going to take time for the earth to be regenerated. All right? So we're going to have to go ahead and, we're not going to put no work in these heathens. We're going to have Edomites putting the work in, man. All right? I might deal with the Edomites, how the Persian had the slaves in 300, man. Where you come down like stairs. Yeah, I might have to deal with you Edomites like that, man. Because it's about time, man. All right? Go ahead.
That's it on that.
Oh, that's it on that? What you got?
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 39 and verse 13. Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renown. The day that I shall be glorified, said the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai.
Yep.
And they shall sever out men of continual employment.
Well, that's it, man. You're going to be employed. You're just not going to be paid. Okay? Or you Edomites are going to be employed, for sure, for sure. Go ahead.
Passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it. After the end of 7 months shall they search.
Yep. And there's going to be a long time they got to just bury those dead bodies, because there's going to the whole earth is going to be full of dead bodies. All right? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 49 and verse 22. Thus said the Lord power, behold, I will lift up mine hand to the Gentiles and set my standard to the people, and they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders.
Ooh, so yeah. Yeah, so what? That means they're going to be in servitude under us, man. All right? So if daughters, standing on the Philistines' headpiece, jumping off, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Might just, whatever the case is, man. They're going to have to take care of our children, man. And they're not going to be able to do nothing against our children. They're just going to have to do it. And they're going to love our children more than their own children. Just like Jake in this society, man. Okay? You had the mammy to breastfeed and eat him like, come back home. So that's how Jake dealt with it in this society. Okay? My grandmother was a nanny, man. When she dealt with that nanny with the Edomite, specifically Amalek, man. Okay? She was there to cook. She's like, man, they're nasty. But she was working for these nasty people because the curses, right? Go ahead,
Verse 23, and kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers.
Yeah, so that queen, the queen mom, she's gonna have to, bro, if she's still alive, man, she ain't gonna be nursing shit. She's gonna be in the fields, man. Okay, I'll tell you that right now. Put her in the fields. Go ahead, man.
They shall bow down to thee.
They're gonna bow down to us, man. That's why I said we're not gonna be like regular men. They're gonna have to bow down. All right? Because the Spirit of the Lord is going to be. First of all, we're the children of God, man.
Yeah.
You think a heathen is not going to be able to, not going to have to bow to the children of God in the kingdom? Come on, brother. Go ahead.
They shall bow down to thee,
Yep.
with their face towards the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
And that's it. We're not going to be. It's coming. All right. It's coming. All right. There's nothing that Esau can do about it.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Micah 7 and 16, the nations shall see and be confounded at all their might. They shall lay their hands upon their mouth, their ears shall be deaf. They shall lick the dust like a serpent. They shall move out of their holes like worms of the earth.
They're not going to know what. They're going to be in a low state. They're going to be confused. They're going to be in awe. And oh shit. Right? They're going to feel it. First of all, we're going to come down like Goku Super Saiyan 5, right? Hit the ground and be like, what the fuck? Oh, it's gonna be a whole bunch of us. It's gonna be 144,000 of us.
Yeah.
Okay? So what are they gonna do? They can't do nothing, man. There's nothing they can do. Go ahead.
Yeah. They shall be afraid of the Lord our power, and shall fear because of thee.
Right. Imagine an actual human trying to fight a sand, man. Huh? Come on, man. Not acrylic, at least he's half. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about an actual real human. Come on, man. Go ahead.
God, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 20, 21, and verse 1.
Yep.
And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth was passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven.
That's the elect, Lord willing, that be us that come down from the heavens, man. The elect of the nation of Israel, man. Okay? And we're gonna have what? Supernatural powers, man. Ain't nothing they can be able to do, man. Go ahead.
Prepared as a bride, adorned for her husband.
Prepared as a bride, meaning what? To Yahweh Shem Yahushua, bride to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay? So we're gonna be beautified, we're gonna be glorified, man, in that day, man. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna see the glow, alright? It's gonna be different. You got some?
Yeah.
You got some too? You finished that, bro? Was there more in that?
God, there's one more verse. Verse 3.
Yep.
And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them.
Right, you're right. The Heavenly Father is going to be around, his presence is going to be around us, man. Okay, go ahead.
And they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them, and be their power.
Yeah. What you got, Mahaya?
God, this is Micah 4 and verse 13. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hoofs brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the unto the Lord of the whole earth.
That's right. So we're gonna be powerful, man. Ain't nothing good. Or the house of David shall be as the Most High. We're gonna be all powerful. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 40.
The Heavenly Father is all powerful. We're gonna have we're gonna be more powerful than any nation. There's no nation that can even come close to us. Even all the nations combined is not gonna be able to come against us. Right? Even if they got aliens from another planet that don't exist.
Isaiah 41 and verse 10. Fear thy not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness.
Right, with the right hand is who? Yahweh Shai. Okay, go ahead.
Behold, all they that were insist against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish.
Right. So they're gonna listen, man. As I told you, it's only gonna take a couple of events for these people to get it. Like, it don't make sense to just wear your beard. Okay? Just wear your beard. Circumcise your children. Trust me, we tried it. There's only 3 of us left. Go ahead.
Verse 14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
Yeah.
Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small.
You know, meaning what? The governments, man. We're gonna take them all down, man. Right? When we come down those ships, man, it's go time. All right, you're just gonna see brothers come down and zoom, might just separate right there and go where we need to go, man. And the jam Dragon Balls, man. Zoom.
Yeah.
You know, go wherever we have to go through the spirit, man. You know this brother, he can't wait. He's practicing already. Go ahead.
Good. And shall make the hills a shaft.
All right. We're gonna beat you down, man. All right. Which every Jake wanted spiritual power, man. Listen, man. All in elementary, I was practicing that spiritual power, man. Okay? And I was really looking for the fire to come out my hand. I wasn't. No, I'm serious. Man. I was really trying. You were trying. I was trying to see the spiritual. I was trying to. Sometimes I do that every now and then. I'll be looking at a pencil, bro. I'll be like, yo. faith of a mustard seed, you know? We try to make it rise and shit. You know? See if we're bringing out our shit as the wind, you know? Thought it was you when it was the wind. You're like, oh, yo, I'm about to cause a car guy in the middle. I see the window was open.
Philippians 3:20. For our conversation is in heaven, from whence also we look for our Savior, the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach,
Right.
who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body.
Right, so Yahushua, you don't think Yahushua is coming with mighty power? That's the type of power the elect is going to come, man. So they're dealing with 144,000 mini Yahushais. There's nothing they can do. All right, there's nothing they can do. And Yahushua by himself is going to take out the whole army by himself. All right? So go ahead.
According to the working,
Matter of fact, get me that in second Ezra 13th chapter. Go ahead.
according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself.
That's right. Go ahead, read that, bro.
Khan, this is the book of 2nd Ezra. Well, you want me to begin?
Start from the tip of the top.
Khan, 2nd Ezra 13:1. And it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
This is who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. This is Yahushua, okay, who was a so-called black man, all right, with white woolly hair, which is described in Revelations, Daniel's, all right. You can even go to Wisdom of Solomon if you could receive it. Go ahead.
And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice.
Yep.
Like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire.
Yep.
And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven,
Yep.
to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
Yep.
And I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it.
See, this is what they're going to see when the Lord comes back. And he's going to be angry, man. All right? And he's coming to take down the enemies of him and his people. That's right. Go ahead.
But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not.
Yep.
And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid.
Yeah. So,
And
and that's speaking about those armies, man, because World War III is going to be started already. We've been telling you, World War III is coming. And it's going to be Russia and America. We've been told you. Magog versus the Eagle, man. Right. All right? And it's going to lead to America being completely destroyed and you Edomites going into slavery, man. So you better protest against that. Although there's nothing you could do because it's prophecy. Go ahead.
And yet there's fight.
Uh-huh.
And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came,
Yep.
he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war.
Right?
But only I
Because
saw.
they're going to be shooting guns at them. They're going to be doing whatever. Shooting bombs and jets, fighter jets. That's that war in heaven that it spoke about in Revelations, man. All right, go ahead.
But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath,
Yep.
and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests,
Yep.
and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest.
Think of a powerful blast. That's what Yahushua is going to shoot on those people, man. Go ahead.
And fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke.
With only dust and smell of smoke, man. All right, that's the only thing that was to be perceived, man. Okay? You see, because what? He's going to destroy all those armies. You see that when you watch War of the Worlds, and those lasers hit those people and they turn to dust? Yeah. Well, Yahushua is going to destroy the whole army and turn them to dust. They got that from the Bible, by the way. Yeah. Okay? Go ahead.
When I saw this, I was afraid.
Yeah. All right. So you see, the Lord is coming back with great power. He's going to take down all those armies. Now get me Ezekiel the 38th chapter, man. All right. What you got?
Revelation 1 and 7.
Yeah.
Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him.
Right.
And they also which pierced him, and all kindred of the earth shall wail because of him.
That shows you reincarnation is in the Bible, right? Because even the ones that pierced him, when he comes back, he's going to see them. Okay? This is 2,000 plus years ago, man. So, all them people are going to see him, man. Okay? So, you people, you Edomites, all the wickedness your forefathers did, you're going to have to pay for that too, by the way. Anyways, what you got, bro?
This is the book of Ezekiel,
38.
chapter 38 and verse 1.
Yes, sir.
And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog.
That's speaking about Russia. When you look up the ancient Gog and Magog, that's where Russia is today. All right? Go ahead.
The prince of Meshech and Tubal,
Yep.
and prophesy against him,
Uh-huh.
and saying, Thus said the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal.
Right. The Lord is against Gog too, although he's using him for his work. He's against those Russians, just like he's against you Americans and the rest of you Edomites. Go ahead.
And I will turn thee back, and put hooks into thy jaws.
What does it mean you would turn thee back and put hooks into that jars? You're gonna get back into that old USSR. Okay? You're gonna go back to that old Soviet Union. All right? The Lord's gonna bring them back in that spirit. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth and all thine army.
Right. And what are they doing now? They're trying to take over Ukraine, right? That's part of that old Soviet Union. Ukraine was part of Russia. So that's all prophecy coming to pass, man. You got Edomites talking against the Bible, but the Bible, all the words are coming to pass. All right? All the rest of these books, they're showing to be nothing, man. Go ahead.
It says, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields.
You got to bring that to modern day times, talking about the tanks, right? The military vehicles. Okay? Go ahead.
All of them handling swords.
Weapons, guns, whatnot. Go ahead.
Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya.
Persia is what? That's Iran. All right? That's going to be a major key in this World War III, Iran. That's where the ancient Persians are at. All right? Go ahead.
Ethiopia and Libya with them.
Right.
All of them with shield and helmet.
Uh-huh.
Gomer and all his bands. The house of Togarmah of the north quarters
Yep.
and all his bands.
Uh-huh.
And many people with thee.
Yep.
Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee.
Right.
And be thou a guard unto them.
Be a guard unto those small nations. He's a guard unto Iran. He's a guard unto Turkey. He's a guard unto these different places that he's in league with, that he has interest in. That's why America can't just go, or Israel can't just go run upon Iran, although they want to, because he has interest in them. Russia has interest in those people. Okay? The prophecy told you he's going to be a guard unto them. Go ahead.
Verse 8, and after many days thou shalt be visited, in the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from
That's
the-
it.
Well, actually, let me jump.
Go.
So like verse 9, thou shalt ascend and come like a storm,
50.
thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, thou and all thy bands and many people with thee. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. It shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought.
Right, that evil thought is going to be they're going to shoot off those nukes. All right, that's that evil thought. Okay, go ahead.
And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages, I will go to them that are at rest.
That's speaking of America, because America is never, they're the most at rest. They feel like their military, is the best in the world. So they've never had no issues, man. Okay? No one has ever came and invaded America. All right? So that's the people that are at rest. Go ahead.
It says, and thou shalt say, I will go to the land that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates, to take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations which have gone cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land.
All right, give me Jeremiah 50.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 1. And it reads, The word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet.
And there's key points to show you it's not speaking about ancient Babylon. Okay? It's speaking about the new Babylon, which is America. Go ahead.
Declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are broken, her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell
That's
therein.
speaking about Russia. Russia's that land that's coming from the north. Okay? It's the uttermost north on the eastern hemisphere, man. Right? That's what's going to make America desolate. Russia. Read that again.
For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate.
And it's going to make the land of Babylon desolate. Speaking about the new Babylon, America. The ancient Babylon was not made desolate. Go ahead.
And none shall dwell therein.
No one should dwell there. The Babylon now has about 30 million people in there, man. Okay, it has a lot of, or 40 million, I think. All right, it has a big population. So it's not speaking about ancient Babylon. It's speaking about this modern day Babylon, which is America. Go ahead.
They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast.
Right.
In those days and in that time, said the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping. They shall go and seek the Lord their power.
Well, that's it. That's what we're doing now through the Spirit. Okay? We're seeking Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Go ahead.
Verse 13, because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited. Verse 11, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine inheritance. Of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellow of bulls. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be as a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert.
Well, that's it. The hindermost of the nations, because that was what? The Western Hemisphere. That was on the complete other side of the earth. That's not speaking about Ireland or anything. It's speaking about the whole other side of the earth. Okay? Across the Atlantic. All right? So that's America. Okay? That's about to be destroyed. Go ahead.
Verse 13, because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate.
Yep.
Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished, and hiss at all her plagues.
Yep.
Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow.
Give me Isaiah 34.
Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of Yahweh that take vengeance upon her, as she has done, do unto her.
So yeah, America's going to be completely destroyed. All right? That's what's going to happen, man. And they're not going to spare any nuclear missiles. They're all going to hit. All right? The target. Go ahead.
Verse 16.
Matter of fact, okay, jump down to 45.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 45. Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he has taken against Babylon, and his purpose that he has purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
Right. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out, man. Speaking of who? Amalek. Okay? Go ahead.
Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them.
So look for Amalek to do something stupid. Look for the minuscule hats to do something stupid, man. Okay? To act up. And what's going to happen? America's going to have to back them. Okay? See? What you got, bro?
Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
All right. Keep going. Go.
Take the millstone and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the legs, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, that thy shame shall be seen.
Listen, and you know what? As Babylon's being exposed, Esau's being exposed. Because that's Esau's history. Okay, when you look at the wicked slavery, who's being exposed along with Babylon? Esau. Okay, so you got all them TikToks, you got these Edomites, It'd be Edomite woman exposing them too. Okay? Because Esau's being put to shame now for his wicked dealings. Go ahead.
Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent, and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Right. Why does it say daughter of the Chaldeans? Because they were helping the Chaldeans. They were helping the Babylonians take us down back in the ancient world, man. So that's a proverb, man. All right. You see what I'm saying? Because we're saying we're giving them that description because that's what they did back then. Get me Psalms 137. Let me Psalms 137. Okay. You gotta put this puzzle together.
This is Psalms 137
Around the end.
and verse. Remember what you're reading?
Yep.
And verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom,
See, it mentions the Edomites. Okay. Go ahead.
and the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
Right. Meaning what? They helped the Babylonians take us down back then. You know. Go ahead.
O daughter of Babylon, who art to be
And
destroyed.
he called them the daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. And they are going to be destroyed. We're reading it right there. All right? We're reading it right there. Matter of fact, get me Revelation, the 18th chapter. Okay? Go ahead.
Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee, as thou hast served us.
Right.
Happy shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stone.
Yeah, Esau's famous for that, man. All right? So we're going to do the same thing to him. All right?
Hey, that's the spirit.
No, that ain't little enough. We're going to dash him against the stone. We're going to be real little. Go ahead.
Oh, that was it.
That's in the kingdom, man. The kingdom.
Revelation 18 and 2. And he cried
In the
mightily.
realm spoken about the scriptures. You don't believe in that. Go ahead.
Revelation 18 and 2. He cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
I mean, it's going to be turned to a desert, man. Go ahead.
For all nations have drunk of her wine, of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
What does it mean all nations have drunk of the wine? That means all nations have taken onto their philosophies, man. Right? Their democracy, their feminism, their alphabet community. They pushed that upon all these other nations. That's their wine. Okay, and these nations are drunk based upon that. Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her,
Yep.
and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
And that's another proof that that's speaking of America, because America is what? America is the biggest consumer-based society on the earth. You understand? Meaning what? Everyone gets rich off of America. Pakistan, China, right? They get rich. If you want to start a business online, you better deal with America if you want to get real money, okay? Because that's the biggest consumer-based society. Go ahead.
I have heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High had remembered her iniquities.
Right, so she's going to be completely destroyed. Go ahead,
Isaiah 34. Right?
Yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
That sword is speaking about the nuclear missiles, all right? Go ahead.
Behold, it shall come down upon
Meaning
Idumea.
when it says it's going to be bathed, that means it's going to go into the outer atmosphere, come back down, and then the warheads are going to separate and detonate on the targets. Go ahead.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea
Give me
And-
the arm, I will be-
and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The Lord,
It's
this,
going to come down upon Idumea, right? Those missiles are going to fall upon Idumea. Really, it's speaking about America, because that's the head city of Idumea, of Edom. You got to put it together, man. The Edomites are running America. They run Babylon. They run the world. But their head city, which is America, is going to be brought down, and that's going to take out all the rest of their rulership. Okay, that's like the mother computer. Okay, once that's taken down, that's a sign that her rulership is done. Go ahead.
the sword of the Lord Yahweh is filled with blood.
Yep.
It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of kidneys of rams. For the Lord had a sacrifice in Basra.
Right, because that's nothing but a big altar. The Lord's gonna burn them people up because it's a big altar. America's gonna be pelted with nuclear missiles because that's a big altar to Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, that's gonna appease His wrath a bit. All right, so we come back down and gather you. All right, that's it on that.
There's
A little bit more, go ahead.
And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Okay, come. Who else would I ask for something, right?
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 13.
Right.
For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow.
Yes, sir.
His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and
Right.
shall...
Let's see if these are speaking about regular arrows. No, it's speaking about nuclear missiles. Go ahead.
are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
What kind of arrow can you shoot to the end of the earth? What kind of arrow can you aim and shoot to another continent? This is speaking about ICBM missiles, man. Intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right, go ahead.
Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
They're not going to return until they hit their target. Go ahead.
The fire is kindled.
Oh, the fire. The arrow has fire in it. It's speaking about nuclear missiles, man. You need us to break it down to you, man. Because this book is sealed unless the Lord is dealing with you. Go ahead.
The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
Ooh, it's going to melt everything, man. It's going to consume the foundation. All right, go ahead.
Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward,
Yep.
even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again.
Right, and the destruction is going to come. And once them buttons are pressed, that's it. And there was an incident where they actually got, while the Russians were there in their little nuclear facility, they started to count down. There was a chariot that popped up and then it started to count down. 10, 9, shit was about to detonate. That was just the Lord showing you, listen, I control this, man. I run things. I'm the top done. All right? That was the Lord, flexing his muscles, man. Okay? Angels popped and started pressing buttons. All right, go ahead. It might have been that guy. Might have been that, bro. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 19 and 18. For the element will change in themselves by a kind of harmony, like a plastery note change the name of the tune, and yet always sound, which will be perceived by the sight of things that have been done.
Read that again, please.
Wisdom of Solomon 19 and 18. For the element will change in themselves by a kind of harmony, like as in a plastery note change the name of the tune, and yet are always sound, which may well be perceived by the sight of things that have been done.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shield. The Lord had raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes for his device against Babylon.
Right, that's the Russians. The Medes are the Russians. They're going to be going against what the Babylonians, which is America. Okay, go ahead.
To destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord.
Right, and they're going to be destroyed. That's something.
This is Jeremiah 51 and 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven. And
Right, there's going to be a point where it's going to be imminent nuclear war at hand. All right, and those people are going to dip. And they're going to think, okay, I'm going to go to my country. It's kind of neutral. And they're going to, whatever the case may be, they might not even be able to get there. Right? Because the scriptures speak about how a man shall desire to go to a city and shall not be able. So there will be certain people who's not going to be able to make it. You know? Can't make it for Christmas this week, Mom. But I love you. Like in the World Trade Center, they want to eat them like that. I'm coming help me. You can tell that devil was pompous, man. That's why I'm clapping him. You know? That devil was a pompous Edomite, you know? Yeah, I'm up in there on 18.4. And they all hear, you gotta watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Sometimes I watch that to warm my heart.
It said, for her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies.
I watched to warm my heart. Watch it to warm my heart. I watch it to warm my heart. That documentary. Infamous. I got no watch. Oh man. All the billboards and shit gonna be on this shit. We're looking all crazy and shit. Huh? You know? Spit coming out. Go ahead. You're not gonna find you're not gonna find that old high school picture, you know.
No.
They're gonna find the worst ones, you know. The boy.
Oh, man.
See, asshole.
Yeah.
It's like it, bro. I'm tripping, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. It's like it. I gotta get some. Sometimes I gotta do that. That's good, man. That's just me, man. It's my spirit. Go ahead.
It says, in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, and verse 28, prepare against the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. And the land shall tremble in sorrow. For every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant.
That's it. And let's do the last scripture. That's a word, bro.
Obadiah 1 and 19. It's like Obadiah 1 and 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that strangers carried away captives his forces, and foreigners entered to his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wast one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither should thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gates of my people in the day of their calamity. Yet thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity.
Well, Esau, that's why he's going to have to pay. All right? That's why he's going to have to pay, and that's why he's going to be taken out. Go ahead.
Nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his.
That's okay on that. Go, you got some? You got some? Good? Okay. All right. So with that, we'll close up. All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory and honor
To Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Akakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of great most salutations. Much love and respect to you. I came out there pushing this word. I'll treat this sincerely. Shalom.
Shalom.